Hey everyone, Draco Magnius here for another episode of Drakengard 2 Weapon Stories. This time we're covering Edacious, which is actually a weapon from Drakengard 1. So is Robber King, but I forgot to mention that in the episode. But without further ado, let's start this story.
This was the staff of a lean, thin wizard. His mean indifference and cold heart made him hated by the townspeople and his apprentices. Growing fearful for his own life, the wizard used the black arts to form a staff with fearsome power that drew its energy from the wizard's own life force. As the staff gathered more and more energy to itself, the wizard grew thinner and weaker, but the wizard was intoxicated by the staff's power and could not let it go, no matter the cost. Obsessed with protecting himself from his resentful apprentices, the wizard clutched the staff tight till he died. In the end, all that remained of him were brittle bones and dried, translucent skin.
This staff was created with the skin and bones of a gaunt magician. The magician was a famous man with many disciples. When he grew old, he asked his disciples to select one of their own number to be his successor. One of the magician's disciples was a talented young man, with eyes as sharp as an eagle. The old magician named him his successor, and taught him everything he knew. The young man mastered every known spell within half a year. Thrilled by his progress, the old magician asked him to help train the other disciples. During training, the young man began to invent new spells. Soon the other disciples began to train directly under him, rather than their former master. The old magician knew that his time had passed, and asked his protege to take his place. But the young man refused. He said he wanted to travel the world and seek out new magic. Stung by the young man's refusal, the magician's emotions pent up until now exploded. Jealousy, hatred, love. He unleashed every spell he knew, but the young man calmly reflected each of his curses back at him. Caught in a maelstrom of his own magic, the old man's flesh melted, leaving nothing but skin and bones.